And we're on Jazz Street, day number 2 of the 2025 Rochester International Jazz Festival with trumpeter Terell Stafford. Terell, welcome back to town.
Thank you so much. It's great to be back in town, finally.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So for you, talk about the work you're doing in Philadelphia with the students and who are learning the craft and learning this art form. Why is it so important for you to take it to the next generation?
For a lot of reasons. A, because people like Benny Golson and Jimmy Heath and people like McCoy Tyner, they showed us young musicians so much about the music. And one of the things about showing a young musician is that make sure you show the next generation and the next generation so we can keep this music alive. So that was the message from Jimmy Heath and all those guys. So I find it important as an educator to not innovate, but to recreate what the masters did. And then from then, I want the students to figure out how to innovate and how to pass it along to the next generation. So I want to be a griot and pass along the information that was passed along to me. And then the students can take that for what it means to them and pass along to the next generation. So that's what we have to do to keep it alive.
So that being said, so for us, we grew up in a tradition where with jazz, it was an oral tradition. You learned on the bandstand, you learned the notes and tones, but the actual culture, you learned on the bandstand with the master. So how do we do it today with YouTube and social media and a world where kids really don't grasp the oral tradition as much as we did? So how do you build that bridge for them?
I think that's what the universities are for in a way, because there are more universities that are being populated by performing musicians, and consequently, when those musicians come in, they make the students perform with them, and they show them the same oral tradition that was shown to them. And so I think that's really important. I think the YouTube and all that has significance, especially those who don't have access to great musicians and great educators and mentors. So they have YouTube, but when you have someone in your life that wants to nurture you, then that's the path to follow.
Speaking with Terell Stafford. Terell, who's going to be in your band tonight?
Tim Warfield on tenor saxophone, Bruce Barth on piano, David Wong on the bass, Jonathan Blake on the drums.
It's going to be a great set. Terell, thank you so much for taking life further with your music.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.